The recent Star Wars Jedi Survivor reveal trailer gave us a look at tons of enemies that we'll be facing in the game. Many of those enemies are returning from Jedi Fallen Order, and I'll showcase them in a short within the coming weeks. But in this video I'll be showcasing every single new enemy that we will be able to face off against in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now it's worth adding that this video does not include the potential bosses, as I'll be doing them in a separate video in the weeks to come. Before I do dive into that though, make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notifications turned on so that you don't miss out on another Star Wars Jedi Survivor video. So in total, the latest trailer for Jedi Survivor gave us our first in-game look at 6 brand new enemy types in the Jedi series, all of which are funny enough droids. Now 6 may not sound like a lot to some, but if you consider that it's only a 2-minute trailer, that's actually a fair bit. And like I said, we do also get a lot of what I assume will be bosses, but I'll be covering them in a separate video. Starting off then, around the 18-minute mark within the trailer, we get our first look at Magna Guards, a brand new melee unit that we'll be able to face off against. Now we've actually known about the Magna Guards coming to the game for months now, as they were revealed via action figures just after or during Star Wars Celebration at the end of May this year. The Magna Guard action figure interestingly has a hood on it, but the one in this trailer doesn't, so perhaps we'll see both, with the hooded variant potentially being an outside unit and the normal one being an inside, like it is in this particular shot. Moving on, at the 30-second mark we get to see a B1 battle droid. Like the Magna Guard, we've known about the B1 enemies for a while now, as a result of this Black Series action figure being released quite a few months ago. I have actually seen this a number of times in local shops, and the design of it is easily one of my favourite for B1s. If Star Wars Battlefront 2 was still going, then I'd very much like to see this design in that game. Like Stormtroopers, I imagine the B1s will be super easy to destroy, but regardless, I'm really excited to be able to fight them when the game releases. Next, we actually get to see the first enemy that we didn't know was going to be in the game, and that is the DT Sentry Droid at the 1 minute 5 second mark. The DT Sentry Droids were first introduced to Star Wars via Star Wars Rebels in Grand Admiral Thrawn's office, and in Jedi Survivor they certainly look like they'll be quite tricky to fight, but I'm really excited to see a photorealistic version of them since we've only seen them in animation thus far. The next enemy in the trailer is another variation of the B1 battle droid. Instead of being armed with an E5 blaster rifle, they are instead armed with some kind of makeshift melee weapon, and the other big difference is that their actual central body is a standard B1 colour as opposed to the painted one of the other B1s with the blaster. We saw variants of certain units in Jedi Fallen Order, specifically with the Zabrak Archer and the melee variant, so it's really nice to see that they'll be doing that again in Jedi Survivor. The next unit is the B2 Super Battle Droid, also with these pretty awesome markings. The B2s are, as we all know, much stronger than the B1s, so it's going to be really interesting to see how much more powerful they are in Jedi Survivor, and like the rest of the enemies, I'm really keen to fight them. Finally, and to be honest most excitingly for me, is the BX series Commando droids. In the final shot of the trailer we get to see Cal fighting a group of 3, and I just think they look incredible. They were badass in the Clone Wars TV show and tons of fun to play as in Star Wars Battlefront 2, so I think they'll present a really interesting and fun challenge in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So guys, they are all of the enemy units revealed in the latest Star Wars Jedi Survivor trailer. I imagine there will be others in the full game, like the Droideka for example, and I'll go over the potential bosses within the next few weeks. But that is it from me today guys, thank you all very much for watching, and may the Force be with you always.